Hello there. My name is Angie Goen. I am a certified change coach and awakening guide, and I am also a shamanic practitioner. Today we're going to be taking a shamanic journey, and we're going to be doing a very traditional journey. This is the journey to meet, if you have not already done so, your spirit animal or your power animal. And in many shamanic traditions, this guide, this animal spirit guide, is assigned to you or volunteers itself to you from the time that you're born. Because these greater spirits, it's said in some traditions, kind of take pity on us almost, being in this very constricted and dense human form. And so these animal spirits come to us and volunteer their services and support. So the journey that we are going to be taking today is kind of like an imaginative meditation. And if you've never gone on a journey before, welcome. I encourage you to keep a very open mind. Skepticism is expected, particularly if this is very new to you. And if the mind comes up and says, is this really real? What's really going on here? Is this spirit? Is this not? I find that the best thing to do in those situations is just to say, yes, dear, and allow it its skepticism, but focus your energy, your attention, and your intention on making a deeper connection than just a mind doing what it does. Any experience that you have today, regardless of whether you have this glorious, beautiful panoramic picture, this movie that plays in your imagination, or whether you have just physical sensations, or whether it seems like your mind just won't stop talking and you had a really hard time even paying attention. Any of your experiences are valid. Any experience that you have today is required simply because it is happening. You can't do this wrong. So very briefly, what we're going to be doing today in order to meet your spirit animal or your power animal is to travel to the non-ordinary world. And in many shamanic traditions, the non-ordinary world is comprised of 3 levels. We have the middle world, which basically looks very similar to the world that we're in, only you have access to extra perceptory information, so utilizing your non-ordinary senses. There's the lower world, which is where we will be traveling today, and there's the upper world. We'll be traveling today to the lower world in order to meet your spirit animal. And in order to do that, on your imaginative meditative journey, you will be looking for some sort of entrance that gets you down under the ground. Now, that entrance can literally be anything. It could be just a hole in the ground that appears before you. It could be a well. It could be climbing down the roots of a tree. It could be diving into a lake and going down, down, down until you reach a lower world space. So anything that occurs to you in that sense of imagery to get down underneath into a different realm, into the non-ordinary lower world, that's where you're going to go today. Last thing I will say. Shamanism is a path of direct revelation. If you have an experience that is very different than what it is that I'm saying or guiding you toward, follow your direct path. So the only way that I would suggest that you stay with me is just through the cadence of my voice and through the cadence of this sort of consciousness changing drumbeat that's going to be happening. If I'm speaking about particular imagery and trying to guide you somewhere and you're off in a completely different realm or a completely different pathway, that's absolutely fine. Follow what's coming to you, but just try to stay with the rhythm and stay in the vibration that's being created. I'm going to begin by giving an invocation to call in the helping and compassionate spirits. I'm going to do that with my voice and with shakers. After the invocation, I'm going to pick up my drum and I'm going to guide you into the non-ordinary realm. And you're going to, once you get to that realm, go down, find your opening into the lower world, and I will hold that space for you while you journey to find your spirit animal. You're going to hold the intention. Who is my guardian spirit who is volunteering to help me in my life right now? If you already have a relationship with this spirit, see if there is another one. Sometimes, many times, there's a whole team of spirits that are willing and able and wanting to guide and support and help at this particular time. So bring that intention with you as you travel. Okay. Here we go. It is with profound reverence, deep humility, and overwhelming gratitude that we greet, honor, and welcome all of the helping and compassionate spirits that are present here this day. We greet, honor, and welcome the four directions: north, east, south, and west. We greet, honor, and welcome the four elements: air, earth, fire, and water. We greet, honor, and welcome the spirit of the lands in which we dwell. Thank you for allowing us these safe havens for which we can explore, for which we can live in relative peace and safety, and where we can learn and continue to practice our greater love and connection and reciprocity with all of life. We greet, honor, and welcome all of the nature beings of the land, air, and sea. And finally, we greet, honor, and welcome all of our relations, our ancestors, our contemporaries, and our descendants. To our ancestors, thank you for this life. Thank you for this human form in which my soul and my eternal essence can ride for a time. Thank you to the contemporaries in our lives, our families, our dear ones. They are the most precious and wonderful teachers in this earth school. And thank you to our descendants, our children, our children's children, and their children, and so it goes, for carrying on the specific and beautiful vibrations that we are. Thank you. And so it is. All is well and beautiful. Aho. you step through the veil, you notice that you've entered a beautiful wooded forest. Take a moment now to look around you, to listen, to feel, to smell, to taste everything surrounding you. Take in the trees, any plants, anything else that you may see. What does the ground feel like under your feet? What does the air smell like? Can you feel the warmth of the sun on your cheeks? Take the time now to discover this. As you continue to look all around you, something catches your eye. It's calling you. And you realize that this is the opening down into the earth that you've been looking for in order to access the lower world and find your power animal, your guardian spirit. Move toward this opening now. Before you travel down, know this: I will be here holding space in this realm while you travel and meet with your guardian animal spirit. When you hear the drum beats speed up, it will be your time to retrace your steps and return to me here in the non-ordinary middle world. We will re-enter ordinary reality by going through the veil again together. Remember, look for your guardian animal power spirit. Carry the intention to meet this spirit and see if the spirit has a message or anything else that is relevant or meaningful to you at this time. I am holding this safe space for you. Go now. one, we carefully and with deep joy and gratitude bid farewell to this realm for now and make our way to the portal. Lift the curtain of the veil between realms and walk through. You see your front door. You walk through it, and your body makes its way back to this position. And it now is time to return. Take a moment. Breathe. Let's reorient ourselves back into this ordinary space. Feel free to fall back into the body, into your ordinary senses. And as you do, notice wherever it is that you are seated is holding you without complaint. And from your seat and from the bottoms of your feet, project now down into the ground deep, deep roots. Solidify and ground your natural connection with the earth. And you feel and you see these roots now going deep, deep down under the ground, past layer upon layer of soil and rock, sediment, fossilized remains, natural aquifers, down, down, down until your roots reach the very molten center of Mother Earth herself. And you feel the warmth and the vibration and the resonance of the core of the earth. You are not separate from this. Breathe this in. Allow this vibration through every tissue and every cell of your physical body, and allow this to vibrate beyond and beyond and beyond. We are nature. In your own time, whenever it occurs to you to do so, gently blink open your eyes. I thank you tremendously for embarking on this wonderful journey. I am so curious and fascinated to hear anything it is you care to share about who it is that you met, and if they had any messages for you that you would be willing to share within our circle. This is such a beautiful reciprocal exchange of energy, and I am very deeply humbled and grateful to have been able to share this with you today. Thank you very much. Peace and love to you.